love you all. Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
The Florida Love Show theme song. With lots of love for you, Kenny. In the Florida Love Show, hanging love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and history. Every special guest brings you love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. In the Florida Love Show, Andy in red is your guide. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. Now in Brooklyn Cafe, there's a big love buffet with roses galore, men you will adore. Come take a bouquet, show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Send the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
Sharon, I love you. Thank you so much. So, welcome to the Florida Love Show, all you lovers out there. I'm really excited about this show. This is a special show. This show is dedicated to all the healthcare superheroes in Broward Health, Imperial Point Hospital, and all around the world. We owe you our gratitude, our love, and just it's a salute to you because you're on the front lines, loving and loving and loving and doing whatever it takes to save lives. And even when sometimes I'm sure it's like, can I love anymore? You keep loving. And I just really want to tell you I love you and we all love you. and today's show is all about you. So, here at Florida Love, we spread love in the Florida community. I was very fortunate yesterday to be able to go to Imperial Point Hospital and spread love and share with all the beautiful healthcare workers how much I love them. And I want to put a shout out to Joshin over at Giovanni's Gourmet Ices, Italian Ices. He donated 75 Italian Ices for the workers there in the ER in the hospital. And then Brad over at Smoky Bones donated 75 wings. And Mark and Patrick from Fun Sweets donated 50 containers of cotton candy. And what I found was anytime I asked somebody, could you please donate? They were more than happy to share their love for the workers on the front line because we know you're doing whatever it takes to save lives. So I just want you to know that I love you all so much. Today's a very special show because I have Sharon to sing a very special song to the healthcare heroes. So I want to introduce Sharon right now. And hi, Sharon. Thank you
Hi,
for being
everyone.
on the show. Thank you for all your love. And so
Such a pleasure.
I want to show a few clips. One is going to be a clip of my day yesterday, sharing my love and just loving all the healthcare workers over at Imperial Point. It was a really special day. And I always say, if I want to love myself, go out and love other people. It's really simple. Love is simple. And I love myself more than anything today out of just loving all the healthcare workers on the front lines. And all those heroes, if anybody wants to donate, we're going to find out more how we can donate, how we can, be of service to them, those superheroes on the front lines. So I want to show a clip right now of the day I had yesterday with Imperial Point with the slideshow. So let's show that now, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you two more clips of who they are, these extraordinary human beings of love. That was someday, and it's amazing. Like now, I don't even know. Like we're supposed to social distance 6 feet, and I just wanted to hug them all. I mean, I really did. I'm a lover. I'm a hugger. I just wanted to. To me, a hug is a silent way of saying I love you. And I just wanted to hug them all, give them the biggest hugs because what they're doing is incredible. And today we had that flyover today. I mean, everybody, this is National Nurses Week, to love all those nurses, all the nurses of the world, and all the doctors, all the medical workers, all the EMTs, everyone who's on the front lines, all the healthcare heroes. And today we're going to have Dr. Raggi on the phone to let us know on the show, Dr. Raggi, to share with us more about what's going on and to inform us and educate us, and so we can love him because he's extraordinary on the front lines. So I want to show a clip for Imperial Point of the healthcare superheroes. So if we could show those two clips, and then we're going to have Sharon sing a beautiful song dedicated to them.
All taken care of. You guys are our heroes. We appreciate you.
So much love. I mean, I'm just so moved. They're so beautiful, and they're just amazing, extraordinary human beings. They just keep loving and loving and loving and saving lives. So Sharon's going to sing a beautiful love song as a dedication to the healthcare superheroes.
Thank you, Kenny. What a beautiful, beautiful video of an expression of love of these unsung heroes and all the behind the scenes that we don't even know what they go through. And it's such a pleasure and an honor to sing a song for dedication to their greatness and to everything that they're doing. The song we chose is "The Wind Beneath My Wings" by Bette Midler, because just like those beautiful planes today showed their appreciation, the wind beneath the wings of those planes, of our people, of the patients that you all see, is you. So without further ado. Oh, it must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I could fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. You are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly. You are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. You are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, so high against the sky, so high I almost touch the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you. The winds beneath our wings.
Thank God for you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Really, God bless you.
Thank
I
you.
mean, Sharon, that was such a beautiful dedication, and there
I'm
are
so happy.
heroes.
Yes, they are. And they deserve every acknowledgement in the book. So thank you for my small part in it.
Yeah, so all you super healthcare heroes, you deserve all the love in the world. And if there's anybody, all you lovers out there who wants to go out and donate or go and show your love to the healthcare heroes, the superheroes, please do. They need all our love and support. So I love you all. We're going to take a commercial break and then we're going to come back shortly. I love you. Welcome back to the Florida Love Show. When Sharon sang, I was so moved. I got shivers down my spine. I mean, the love that she exuded for our healthcare superheroes. And, I was just thinking just now, wouldn't it be great if we all put the hashtag healthcare superheroes or healthcare heroes on all our posts? You know, that would be just that would just be amazing. And I'm actually going to take that on to show my love for them. So today I'm very honored to have Dr. Raggi, the Chief Medical Officer of Broward Health, Imperial Point, and I had such an amazing time being with him and all the healthcare workers yesterday. And so Dr. Raggi is going to share with you what's been going on the front lines.
Kenny Love, thank you for inviting me to do this show. Call me Dr. Bob, not Dr. Love. But I just want to, I was confused. I was confused when I first was asked to do this show. It reminds me of the old song, What's Love Got to Do with It? The aid is COVID. And you taught me something yesterday. You said, thank you for your service. And I'm here representing not myself, but every healthcare worker, especially my brethren and my sisters in Broward Health. So you taught me that, we get a lot of gratefulness from patients. We get a lot of joy from patients. I can guarantee you that every person in medicine went there because they wanted to help people, and they're still there. This pandemic has brought people together, patients together, hospital workers together, and humanity together. And that's why I understand now, and you taught me, it's about love. I'm going back to my classical roots. The Greeks had 4 words for love: storge, familial, parental, child love; philia, friendship; eros, romantic love; and agape, in Latin, caritas, meaning caring, empathy. And I can tell you that every healthcare worker I've worked with shares that and practices that. So thank you for giving them some acknowledgement. I want to mention that this is a trifecta weekend here. We have the Nurses Week, and we have Hospital Week on Monday, and we have Mother's Day on Sunday. All about the four Greek words about love that I mentioned. I often say that a hospital is a building with equipment, nurses, other healthcare workers, and doctors who come and go. So I can't tell you enough about the healthcare workers for Hospital Week and the nurses. I commend our nurses. They have a terrific wellness program and other services. So my own wife, who's a director of women's children, and another aspect of bringing love into the world, new babies, and taking care of it. There's hope out there, and this pandemic has brought humanity closer. So I understand you have some questions for me.
Yeah, so right now with what's going on, a lot of people are concerned about their safety, and I know that you've opened up for elective surgeries. Could you share with everybody what elective surgeries you've opened up to, and is it safe for hospitals awaiting wellness and care to return to the hospitals?
So, Ken, it's very safe. If you think about it, if you're going out in the public with a mask to Costco, supermarkets, or grab and go, the public needs to realize who's advising these companies how to deal with this crisis. We are using CDC guidelines, the Florida Department of Health guidelines. We have a lot of experts out there giving guidelines. And the people in the hospital are the people giving outside industry these guidelines. So it's very safe. We're taking very special precautions. We are using universal masking. Anybody coming into the hospital is getting tested. We're testing all the preoperative patients. We're testing all the admissions from the through the ER. We have enhanced sanitation measures, electrostatic spraying that kills COVID in just 4 minutes. We are using social distancing, which seems to have stopped the peak. And we are using UV, ultraviolet light, where needed. We are using rapid testing across the system so we can make decisions before we jump into any procedure.
Great, and so it's very safe. So people who want to go back, if they need wellness care and they want elective surgery, you've opened up for that. What types of elective surgery have you opened up to?
You know, we call it a prioritization of elective surgery, and we are entertaining I shouldn't say entertaining, but we are doing every elective surgery that you can imagine. We do have some restrictions. We are shying away from elective surgery on COVID positive patients. However, if we have a COVID positive patient that needs urgent or emergent surgery, we are doing that. We are evaluating each patient who has a need for discharge treatment in a rehab center or other home health services. We are evaluating them case by case. We are evaluating every case that we see. So we are doing elective surgery. The rate limiting step is supplies. Not only PPE, because we're not doing elective positive COVID cases, but we are looking at our surgical supplies, our OR supplies, and manpower and personnel supplies.
So if someone wants to find out about elective surgery at the hospital at Broward Health, Imperial Point, who should they see or call to find out if that's a possible surgery for them for their wellness?
All right, I'm going to answer that in two parts. First of all, patients should be contacting their primary physician. At Broward, we have many employed physicians, primary and subspecialists, and patients should ask their surgeons. As far as wellness goes, this pandemic has brought about a great interest in wellness. Patients who have illnesses shouldn't delay their care. Possible breast cancer, possible hernia, gallbladder that's going to accentuate and become a chronic disease, emergent or urgent disease. You want to take care of early. That's what wellness is all about, taking care of your body. We encourage them to go forth and seek the proper medical attention that they have. We are open for testing that often is needed for preoperative care and also in wellness medical care. And we encourage the patients to do that. So the first people you call is your primary doctor, your surgeon if needed, and we can assure you that we are taking every precaution recommended by the CDC, Florida Department of Health, and some others that we are doing.
So the hospital is very safe. If people say need a mammogram or any sort of preventive care for their wellness, they should see this primary doctor or surgeon, and then they will have a consultation and speak to the hospital to find
Yes,
out
that's true.
what's necessary.
Yes, that's true.
And
I mean, that's basically what they should do. But it's interesting the knowledge and the awareness that we have on wellness. A lot of people were germaphobes before this thing happened. Shaking hands during flu season was never recommended. Coughing into your hands and then shaking somebody's hand was never recommended. So we live in an ocean of microbes. We have to maintain our wellness and our immunological response. Different vitamins, the antioxidants, the vitamin D, exercise and meditation, and spiritual care are all important for our wellness.
so with testing now, a lot of people have questions about testing. I'd like to show that testing video, doctor, just to let them
Sure.
know that you opened up for testing. So if we could please show that testing video.
We hope to have patients who are persons under investigation come by for testing. It's going to be a nasopharyngeal swab for most patients. All the patients would need is to get a prescription from their physician, whether they are from the community or from Broward Health physician practice, and call Broward Health hotline so we can get those patients scheduled, and then we'll give them a time and date convenient for them to come by through our drive-through. After you receive a prescription for testing from your physician, the next step would be to call Broward Health to obtain an appointment and a time and date convenient for you. The Broward Health will give you a confirmation number, and when you're scheduled for your visit, you need to have that confirmation number, and that's how you'll be registered. We will only take patients who have appointments. We cannot take any walk-ins because they have to be registered. The whole process should not take more than 10 minutes.
So what's it like to get a test? I mean, they talk about the nasal swab. How uncomfortable is that? I mean, for people who had concerns even about that.
So it's better than a shot. It's a swab. It's a tongue blade on your tongue. I got to say that the mission of Broward is to take care of the community of Broward County. The swab is basically a cotton swab, a long Q-tip that takes a sample of the potential virus load in your nose, and we test it for the antigen of the virus. So it's not difficult. I went with my wife. She just relaxed, and they gagged me with a spoon, but I have more sensitive gum tissue. What can I say? But it's not a shot.
So it's relatively easy to go get a test now. as far as if
It's
you
simple.
contact the hotline or contact the hotline. It's simple. And what needs does the hospital have now, and how can people help you with what you're up to?
Well, I think we're back about extending and feeling the love, but we are grateful and accepting gifts through the Broward Health Foundation. We have a COVID-19 relief fund to help provide necessary medical supplies and personal protection equipment, PPE, for the safety and well-being of the frontline Broward Health caregivers and patients. Monetary gifts can be made online through the Broward Health Foundation.org or by phone 954-712-3980 or bhfoundation@browardhealth.org. And I can personally tell you that we are very grateful for any help. We are doing the community's work and, as you say, love's work.
So if people want to spread the love, they can call the Broward Health Foundation directly. And what was that number
Yes.
again, Doctor? And what was the number again?
954-712-3980. We welcome any help with getting medical supplies or maybe Giovanni's Italian ice in the future or other items. And a big
Great.
thank you to all the gifts that we've gotten so far. We really appreciate it. All kidding aside.
All right, awesome. And so everybody out there, please spread the love and share your love with the Imperial Point, Broward Health, Imperial Point. And Doctor, is there any message you want to leave with everybody?
You know, communities come together at times like this, and I can't believe the humanity and the humanness connection that's out there. So keep up the good work. We'll get through this on the other side. We'll be better when we come out on the other side. So Semper Fi to everyone.
I want to thank you, Doctor, for everything that you provide every moment of every day and all the healthcare heroes on the front lines. It was just such a honor to love you guys yesterday and come over there and just be with you. I mean, really.
Thank you. And I represent them.
Yeah. So a huge thank you and acknowledgement, and everybody loves you. We all love you out there.
All you need is love, the Beatles.
All you need is love. So I really want to thank you for being on the show and sharing with us what's going on. And we're going to take a commercial break. And thank you, Doctor. Again, really appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show.
Welcome back, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. I really was moved by what's happening on the front lines, and it was such an honor to have Dr. Raggi on the show. And I always say to myself, if I had like a magic heart or a magic wand, who would I give my love to? What hospital, what healthcare worker, what nurse? I mean, now that it's National Nurse Week and actually Mother's Day, loving our moms, or even um, for the hospitals, we have National Hospital Day. Who could we show our love to? Who could we say I love you to? Who could we donate to? The Broward Health Foundation, or go over to the hospital with food or a gift or anything to show our love. And so I really, here at Florida Love, we create a platform for spreading love in the Florida community. And a few ways we do that. We have the Florida Love Show here. And if you want to be a guest on the show, please contact me at ken at florida-love.com. You can also call me at 917-699-1995 anytime. And we also have a magazine, and it's online right now. And every guest gets into the magazine. So magazine is about spreading love in the Florida community. And so every guest will be in the magazine. We also have our Love Circle, which is a virtual call every Thursday at 5 o'clock, where nonprofits, the business community, philanthropists, hospitals, medical workers, anybody can come on to spread love with each other, find out how we can support each other and what we're up to. So that's led by my partner Jenny Love, who is extraordinary, and she's the one who she's created all this creative. She's a social media guru, and I love my partner Jenny. And we also have masks, that the Florida Love masks. So if anybody wants a Florida Love mask, you can go on the website and order a Florida Love mask. And right now we're out of stock because we're waiting from fabric from China. But as soon as we get that in, they will be available. We also have 4 Facebook love groups. We have Love Will Keep Us Together, with almost 2,000 people right now who just post and share love every day. We have Florida Love Networking, where you can share what you're up to in the Florida community. And we also have Love Songs and the Love Circle, which is the group for the virtual call, and Love Songs is just to spread love with whatever songs you want to post. So we have all these different platforms to spread love. And through Florida Love, I actually, Tina Weiss from Hugs and Smiles organization, who will be on the show next week, she introduced me to my next guest. So my next guest is John Humphreys, and he's the amazing John John. He's 12 years old, and when I spoke to him, I thought I was speaking to an adult. I mean, I asked him, I said, "Are you a teenager? Are you a kid?" He's like, "No, no, 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 no. He's a mini Tony Robbins. I mean, he really is. He's a mini Tony Robbins. He's just so inspirational." So I'm gonna bring on John John, the amazing John John, right now. Hi, how are you, John?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Great, great, great. So I really want to thank you for being on the show. And right now, John's camera wasn't working, so we have a photo there. But if you want, I'm going to show some clips of John. So, John, I'm going to show some clips of you so people can get to know who you really are, because you're extraordinary. And if you could please play the Stay Safe clip first, because that's really what it's about right now. And then we're going to play the other clips after.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Humphreys, the happiness creator. I wrote the book Be Amazing to motivate and inspire people of all ages to unleash the best version of themselves. During this present pandemic, I feel it's important to do your part. Stay informed and help others. Best way to flatten the curve and beat the coronavirus is to wash your hands, practice social distancing, 6 feet away from me, please, and of course, stay at home. While at home, you can read, write thank you letters, and especially spend time with your family. You can talk to your loved ones and even just friends with a video chat, messages, and even just a regular phone call. Be sure to tell your loved ones you love them. Stay safe and be amazing.
I love you, John. I love that part. Be sure to tell your loved ones that you love them.
Thank you.
Yeah, and especially with Mother's Day coming up, show your mom how much you love her. And John, I want to show everybody some of the clips of you so people really get a sense of who you are, and then we'll talk about it. So could you please play the clips?
What does success mean to you?
Oh, success is within. When you feel like you've done a job and you've done it very well, you feel that you couldn't do anything better. To me, that's success. Now, if you want to talk financial success, I'm not very financially successful because you got to understand I only come from a one-hearse family.
I just got back from the North Pole. Knock, knock. Merry. Merry Christmas. What does success mean to you?
Success means to me is happiness. Anything that anybody wants to do that makes them happy, that's success. It's not the money. It's not what we do. It what make you feel whole on the inside, and that's for me.
We got the world's youngest motivational speaker, John. He is a 10-year-old motivational speaker. Just came out with his book, Be Amazing. We say the Cavs are down 2-0 right now. If you were to give a motivational speech to LeBron, what would that be?
So right before the game starts, close your eyes, imagine yourself winning the game 10 times. All right? Second, after that, make your plan. Make your plan on what your goals were, on how you were going to finish the game, what was going to happen in your mind. And then act on that plan and don't give up on it.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean,
See the ball.
they're going to win now.
I love
They're
it.
cool.
Can I just ask, does he like go on stage and do stuff?
He does motivational speaking, yeah.
He's like a little Tony Robbins.
He's a Tiny Robbins.
Tiny Robbins.
Thank you. See you soon. Be amazing.
So John, you're a little Tony Robbins, a tiny Tony Robbins. So what's that like for you? And what was it like to write Be Amazing, the book Be Amazing, which everybody can get right now on Amazon?
It was a lot of fun, and I basically did the same process that I gave LeBron James, except for not using a basketball game. He should have taken the advice.
And you just wrote another book that's coming out now. What's that book about?
Yes, I co-authored the book, The Calling, to inspire people to listen to their inner voice and divine purpose, to unleash their passion and navigate the path towards their purpose. There are 11 stimulating stories. As Oprah Winfrey says, there is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It's why you were born, and how you become most truly alive.
So to honor your calling. So, John, also I saw the iFly video in there. Can you tell me more about iFly and what that's all about for you?
Absolutely, yes. I indoor skydiving is like nothing else. It's an all ability sport, which means anyone can fly. I mean, how cool is that? At iFly, an indoor skydiving tunnel, I learned the mechanics of flying. This then encouraged me to harness the spirit of adventure, to inspire others to try new things, give strength to those being bullied, and encouragement to those who are giving up on life not to. It feels really good to inspire the attendees and people worldwide by showing anything is possible and that you are only limited by your imagination. I did 3 world records. Number 1 was for the first author to do a book signing while flying in a wind tunnel. The second was the most books signed in 1 minute while flying in a wind tunnel. And the third one was most books signed in 3 minutes while flying in a wind tunnel. I was flying at about 110 miles per hour, and I signed a total of 48 copies of the book, Be Amazing, which were donated to libraries, shelters, hospitals, schools, and parents. Success has no age limit or any age requirements, and you are only limited by your imagination. So remember to dream big and soar high.
And how old were you when you first discovered this like inner dream to dream big?
Before I was 2, I discovered I wanted to do it to help people because lots of reasons. There are many different stories of why each different thing came into play.
And you've been in horror movies, you're an actor, you're a magician, philanthropist,
Yes,
author, entrepreneur. So what was that like being in the horror movies?
it was a lot of fun, and it's so hilarious. It's ironic, situational irony, because you would think that starring in a horror movie or being in a horror movie would be so scary or horrifying, pun intended. But really, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool to see everything come together and grow from that.
So now can people get your book, The Calling, right now? Is it on sale?
It is. It's coming out on Amazon.com.
Great. And so what's it like? I mean, your friends see you writing books, and what's it like for your friends? I mean, you must inspire your friends to want to write books.
Absolutely, yes. I actually did inspire one of my friends to write a children's book. He had asked me for advice on how to publish it and how to write it and all that. And he got published just recently and in England.
Wow. So you inspired your friend to write this book and get published in England.
Yes.
And what's it been like for you staying home and staying safe?
Oh, during this time of safer at home, I really am thankful for all the healthcare providers who are going above and beyond to provide care for those who need it. They really are heroes in my book. I say this because a hero is not someone who blindly runs in. It is someone who knows the danger but gives of themselves, putting their own life at great risk for the greater good of others. This act of compassion is worthy of our awe, and I applaud them completely.
Mm, beautiful. So what's next for you after The Calling? Like what do you see as possible? Like what's next for you?
Well, I just worked on video for the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation Spreading Joy video campaign. And there is also Veteran Cemetery Restorations, Inc., Space Coast benefit, which had to be rescheduled but will be happening in October. I am also doing a movie.
And what's the movie about that you're doing?
It's about aliens. I can't tell you too much, but that's all I can give you.
Okay, I get it. You know, I was talking to a friend about COVID-19, and we were saying, you know, it's like an alien. It's like an invisible alien.
Yeah,
And
it really is.
yeah, yeah, and so the
Like a
healthcare
war
workers,
for me.
and the healthcare heroes on the front lines, you know, fighting, you know, and saving lives from the alien. You know, that's what we were talking about. And so you're up in Tampa, right?
Yes, I am.
So where where can people spread love up in Tampa? What do you see as possible with spreading love in Tampa?
Oh, yes. Well, actually, I have some things. I just turned 12 a few days ago. And to celebrate it, I did a hashtag front yard cookout with the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and its hot dogger. Because they are working with Feeding America. For every hashtag front yard cookout post with a cookout photo on Twitter for the month of May, Oscar Mayer is donating a meal, up to 1 million meals, to Feeding America to help unfortunate millions of children and families living in America facing hunger and food insecurity every day.
So what is that hashtag?
Hashtag front yard cookout.
Front yard cookout. So people just put that front yard cookout hashtag on their posts?
Yep. Yes, indeed. Yep. With a picture of a front yard cookout.
And you were also telling me about some art that you have in a museum that you created with your sister?
Yes. It was for the 8th annual Repurposed Doodad competition. And my sculpture is on display at the Tampa International Airport. Recycle, reuse, repurpose. I made a sculpture of myself cleaning the beach.
And so tell me about your magic. How did you get involved in being a magician?
It's a really funny story. My grandma came over one day and she had brought a little gift for me. And what it was a yellow ball and vase trick. It was the very first and simple magic trick I had been introduced to. And my grandma showed me how to do it once, and then I read the instructions, and I went outside, and I kept practicing and practicing and practicing. I guess the saying would be until my hands were raw. Then I went back inside, and I showed my mom the magic trick. And she was amazed at how well I had done in such a short time. And I said, I could be a magician. And she said, but you don't know how to. You don't have practice. And I said, I can learn. And so we found a place called the Magic Emporium where I learned how to do magic. Then I went
And
to
you know,
hospital.
Mhm.
And I posed as Little Santa with a cowboy hat and a bag full of toys and cowboy boots. And I would go and I would do magic and I would give out candy and stuffed animals to the kids in the rooms.
So how did you get the name Amazing John John? I mean, from John Humphreys, how did you come up with that amazing name?
Well, I got the name Amazing John John from the TV show The Amazing Spider-Man. It was a really fun show, and I still do love Spider-Man to this day. He is my favorite superhero, except for the people on the front lines. And and his name was the Amazing Spider-Man, and he was doing the best he could in his neighborhood to help people. And so when my mom asked me for a name for social media, I went upstairs and I said the Amazing John John, and she asked me why, and I told her that Spider-Man's name was Amazing Spider-Man and my name is John John, so if we put them together, it makes the Amazing John John, where I can do the best I can for my neighborhood and people around it and everywhere.
A superhero, Amazing John John. And you would tell me about your sister, how she came up with her name from the Incredible Hulk.
Yes, she's very, very strong. So I came up from the Incredible Hulk for her to be the Incredible Nicole Laura. But then she got an even cooler title. The first one was Little Miss USA Lifetime Star Reporter, and now she is Petite USA Lifetime Star Reporter. And her little saying is, "Shine like the star you are."
So, as far as the calling, is there any story you can share with us about that so we can relate a little bit to the calling?
Uh, yeah. The calling is really about unlocking your true inner passion and discovering what you really like and what you really want to do so that you can unlock your purpose, so that you can understand why you want to do things and why you're living here, why you do this.
And for Mother's Day, I love your mom, by the way, so much. And she's amazing because you're amazing. And I'm sure that you get that from her. What do you plan to do with your mom for Mother's Day?
Cook a lot, make some cake, maybe cupcakes, a whole bunch of stuff.
You really love your mom a lot, don't you?
I do, yes, I do. Shout out to my mom and dad. My dad is watching this, so is my mom. And also, one more shout out to my art teacher, Miss Shauna Savenstrup, who's watching right now, actually. Shout out to her. Thank you so much for really teaching me how to take my art to the next level.
So, do you have any role models or as far as that you look up to?
Well, of course, the Amazing Spider-Man, and uh, the people on the front lines. Also, my mom, for sure. My dad, they were great. They are great people. Les Brown as well, and Dr. Ona Brown. They really are great. Also, Percy Jackson. His author is Rick Riordan. I got to meet him, and he's really awesome. Uh, yeah, I have
So I
lots.
really, yeah, yeah. So for Mother's Day, I just really want to say, we're going to end the show, but I really want to, uh, John, I want to tell you that you're amazing. I mean, you really are amazing, and I love you, and I love your mom, Nicole, and you are the ultimate tiny little mini Tony Robbins. Even though to me you're really just Tony Robbins. So I really want to thank you for being on the show. I want to thank Broward Health Imperial Point for all the love they give to everybody and the superheroes that are over there. And I encourage everybody to spread your love with the with Broward Health Imperial Point, the hospital, and all the nurses and hospitals and EMTs and all the superhero healthcare workers and your moms. Please spread your love to your moms. So I just want to say I love you all. Thank you again. And I'll see you next week, Friday, 3 p.m. Love you.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.